Truth and lie, just a difference in perception. Can right and wrong be so?
What's up, guys? I'm Monty, and Channel 5 is reporting that giraffes only need 5 to 30 minutes of sleep a day. That's pretty efficient. I wish I could get by on that, but I need a little bit more than that. But shout out to giraffes getting it done. I don't know if you knew that or not. That's why we start out with that segment. Guys, I told you, you're going to get these shows. You're going to get these shows. I'm going to make up for the missed time. I'm going to give you these shows. Let me start out very quickly with this. I like variety in life. I like to try new things. I like the variety of life. And I feel like I'm gonna just say it, I'm gonna say it. If your favorite potato chip is plain potato chips, I feel like you're a psychopath. I do. I think something's wrong with you. I don't see how somebody could just, with the billion of combinations they've made for chips, you just go and grab a plain potato chip. That is just insane to me. Not sour cream, not barbecue, just a handful of plain potato chips in a world full of so many great combinations. I just think that's crazy. I do. I just talked to somebody who, well, not just, but I've been in that conversation with somebody where they're like, no, my favorite chip is plain chips. I'm just like, I would like to press all charges. I don't even know what charges there would be coming for that person, or whatever there is. Press them good, because I don't know. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Plain chips so the Lay's plain and the Ruffles just plain. You don't want nothing. I can't. I need a little variety. That's me. Come for me if you want to, but I don't know. It's just it's plain. So let's take that basic thing and add something to it, and it will be better. Not that you can't like plain chips, but if that's your favorite out of all the chips you could have, I don't know. I just feel like you need to broaden your horizons some. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We have to talk about that on a different show, maybe for Taste Buds or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy. But I want to get to my main topic today. There's a story in the news that I've seen. It's been there for a couple of days. It's regarding Rachel Richardson. And Rachel Richardson is a volleyball player for Duke University. And she was in a match at BYU, Brigham Young University. Duke University is in North Carolina. BYU is in Utah. And so they played. She plays for the university. They had a match with two schools, and according to Rachel, there were racial slurs being hurled at her during the game. And while she would serve for the team, she would hear racial slurs, she said, every time that she was serving. And so she's 19-year-old sophomore from Maryland. And so this was investigated, and BYU did suspend a fan from all athletic venues on campus. So it was obviously investigated and found to be true. They suspended someone. Rachel, they said the fan was not a student, but was somebody in the student section. Rachel also said she was threatened going to her bus with the team. Her godmother, Lisa Pamplin, is the one who kind of tweeted and got attention to this story as well. And so there's a lot to unpack with this, because okay, so there's a thing in sports, where if you play in a different venue on the road, not for your home team, people will heckle you sometimes, boo you, whatever like that, and it's all within a certain parameter, and people know lines not to cross. I played in athletics before in high school, and you expect that your team plays at home, your home fans cheer, and their home fans are going to, for the other team, they're going to cheer for their team, and they're not cheering if you're playing on the road. They're not cheering for you. That's the athletics. But there is a line that goes too far, and so in response, of course, a lot of people are, of course, were upset with BYU University, upset with the organizers of the event, and then there are also people who are upset with Duke and even with her teammates, and some people felt the teammates should have just stopped playing, because obviously if she could hear it, you would think other people could hear it. And I want to say this about this story. Now, I don't know for sure if Rachel Richardson is the only. I don't know if she's the only African American student that plays on this team. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's other African Americans in the on her team or in the staff of Duke University. I don't even know. I don't know BYU. I haven't been able to really source that out. But if she was, or what if she was not, that's it's wrong either way. But if she was, I can relate to this because when I played in high school basketball, my team, I played at a private school, but we were a very small school. So we didn't play a lot of city schools in our city. We actually would play teams that were outside the city, in suburbs or the rural towns, a lot of rural towns, a lot of, farm towns and stuff. And not very many people look like me in the places we would go play. And many times I was the only black player on my team, and many times I was the only black player on both teams, and I was literally the only black person in the arena. Very, very many times that happened. Now I was fortunate and blessed to not hear at least any racial slurs. I would hear I would hear some things, but not the N word or stuff like that. But people, oh, it's Michael Jordan, like stuff like that. A lot of time. Now this is early on. Nothing that I could not handle, and nothing. Again, I wasn't expecting to go play in other venues and be welcome. My whole team was going to get booed. We knew that. But I would hear a few little things, but it was never like anything over the line. I'll put it like that. Never felt it was over the line. And so, and I don't, so regarding this story, I know some people were kind of coming against her teammates, like, you guys should just stop playing or all that. I'm not really going to do that because, again, these are still young people. She's 18 or 19. These are college, not that they don't know right from wrong, but, if it was a professional venue, that might be a different thing. But again, even in professional sports, this happens a lot, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on her team. I'm going to put it on BYU. I'm going to put it on the administrators there because obviously I'm going to put it around the people around that person who apparently was, according to Rachel, was doing this the whole game. This was not like one time. I'm definitely putting it on them. I'm putting it on the staff at BYU that, they addressed it afterward, but to me, that should have been addressed immediately and stopped. And that person should have been removed right then and there. I'm not sure why that, and understand, I've been in sporting events to where I've heard some things go over the line. Now, these are usually at professional events. Now, I know just because somebody's a professional, that doesn't make it right. But, when you're in a crowd of, I've been at a football game, 60,000 people, and you hear somebody saying something, it's kind of just, and it hasn't ever really been racial. I didn't hear something racial, just people using foul language. You wish that wouldn't happen, but it is what it is. But to me, again, a racial slur to a young girl who's African American, who, again, I'm not sure how many on the team. I'm just going to venture out and guess that she was definitely a minority in the minority at that spot. Again, to me, that is different from just, yelling at some guy on a football field about, oh man, you're terrible, all that. The racial stuff is across the line, and I feel like somebody should have done more than after the game, wait and address it and all that. If everyone could hear it, I really would like for somebody to stand up and say something. I know this. If I was to hear something racial being said, I would have to address that. I'm sorry, I would have to address that person, or I'd have to at least address the security there and stuff like that. I don't care about this no snitching, stupid stuff like that. That is a young girl who is just playing in the game. Again, you can boo, you can, I'm saying, all that. You can, yell at them and stuff. Everybody knows. Let's not, we know the line to cross. And the line was crossed. And I wish there was a better response. I can't believe that this actually went on for a whole volleyball game with this person. Apparently, again, according to the report, every time she served, there were racial slurs being said. That's unbelievable to me that nobody was willing to do anything at that point. Again, I wish the teammates had. I'm not going to put it on them. I do want to kind of put some on the Duke University staff as well, because I just feel like if she could hear it, you guys could not hear that. I'm not sure. But I just know this, that can be a very hard thing, and to be a minority in a spot where there's no other people there, not that you're just supposed to kumbaya with the first minority you see and all that, and y'all got to be best friends, but it's a hard thing going into a venue like that. And I remember feeling very isolated. I'm glad that I was with my team. It'd have been a lot worse if it was tennis. Being by myself like that, although I actually have been in that situation with tennis, but a little different. But that's just something where you would hope that the teammates, even though they're young, would rally around her. I hope this is not anything that she can't, just move past, and she seems to be handling it well. But I just the racial thing for me is just still unbelievable sometimes. Even when we talk about racism, just break it down to its very bare minimum. You don't like me because my skin is a different color. I sometimes I think about racism like that is the dumbest thing ever. Is the basis of it is literally this. You do not like me because of this. You don't know me. We've never conversed. We have no history. I've never hurt anybody that I've never done anything to you. I've not robbed you, anything like that. You just immediately see this and you do not like me. And that person, whoever that was, saw Rachel, and decided that I'm going to make a slur toward her based on just her race, to try and get in her head or to try to hurt her feelings. It is amazing how that ignorance has been able to perpetuate this long in the human race. It's unbelievable. Not any kind of excuse for something like that. So that was I'm glad we actually shed some light on that. I'm glad that person that they found is now suspended from all, as they should be. I don't know if they're going to go any further with that for hate crime stuff or anything like that. I'm not sure, but they definitely should not be welcome at any event regarding BYU, because they were there cheering for BYU and they're making that school look bad. So to me, that's at least they need to do with the administrators. I hope there's a formal apology given to Rachel. Again, I'm just kind of seeing that story, so there could be more to it if there is. But I wanted to say that because I felt what she felt. I've definitely been in that situation before, where at least, and let me very quickly. I'm gonna try to do. I don't like to do stuff on the air, but let me see if I can bring up the Duke volleyball team, and just to see if volleyball. I'm not sure, because there's they want athletic men and women, so I would doubt that she's the only minority on the team. But I'm looking at it here. Well, maybe she is. No, it doesn't look like she is. I see, she's definitely in a minority. I see, looks like there's 2, maybe 3. I'm sorry, I'm doing that off the fly, y'all. But so again, if there's maybe 2 or 3 minorities on the team, that's still, and not saying that there were no minorities at BYU. I'm sure there may be some as well, but there's just it's Utah, so there's not a heavy African American presence in the state. There's some, of course, Black people are everywhere, things like that. But y'all know what I'm saying. But I hate that story. I hate that for her. And again, I just can't believe that went on the whole game and nobody thought to just address this. If it's just one person, come on, get this guy or this woman. I don't know even the gender, but get that person out of there. That's unbelievable. But hopefully, this could be the last time, and hopefully people act a little quicker and stand up, even though that's an opposing player on the team. Like, no, this is not right. This is absolutely not right. That's a young girl out there. I don't care who it is. If it's an old man, whatever. It's still not right. But especially not right for a young girl to be hearing something like that. And she's just trying to participate in athletics, with her team. Again, boo all you want. You guys stink, whatever. You know what to say. You know the things you can say. But that's clearly going over the line and clearly making it personal. So, Rachel, shout out. There's no Channel 5 got your back. You're welcome to come on anytime. If you see this, we'd love to have you on and talk about it. But guys, that's it. I wanted to get that in. Got more coming, more shows coming. Of course, check this out on the Mighty Sharp Network, Channel 5. Also check out, man, we seen it. I need y'all to subscribe. Need more subscribers, man. We going through it. Man. House of the Dragon is back. Well, it's not back. It started. Game of Thrones, the franchise is back, but House of the Dragon, check that out. We're going through every episode as well. So you know what I want you to do before we go. Be blessed. Stay sharp.
To one's discretion. Objective reality beyond reality. A spiritual formality against sense brutality. The substance of the truth and the lie. Salvation won't be understood till you see why Jesus died. His life is the definition of truth. Anything without him is a lie. It's lacking the proof. The two mixed together, it breeds deception. Like truth was QB and the light caught the reception. God's servants have already spoken of his evidence. His power in the earth is yet proof of his reverence.